Hi, this is the first in what I hope will be a series of videos showing my progress using GameMaker Studio, which is a piece of software that helps game developers make games, basically. You still have to do coding and art and sound and all that stuff, but it provides a framework that makes a lot of the more basic things easy. And I'm just sort of bumbling around with it right now. I'm learning a lot via tutorials on YouTube. The tutorial that I've enjoyed the most is by Tom Francis, and he has a series of videos called Make a Game with No Experience, where he starts with nothing and through 20 something episodes walks you through various pieces of how GameMaker works in making a game. So that's really great. I'll link to it below. And I wanted to make this series of videos. I'm just going to start the game ups just so that it's not the same boring screen. I wanted to make this series of videos more or less just to mark my progress so I can look back and see what I've been working on and see if how I improve things or hopefully improve things, and also maybe to just have a regular check-in, a routine, a work schedule, since this is, a project I'm doing in my spare time, and it's sometimes helpful to have a little, I don't know, to think there's an audience and to have a schedule for checking in with them. So anyway, I kind of started this game already, and it's this little beast who runs around. It's a side view platformer. Everything, it's obviously really unimpressive, and I have just been working a lot on trying to learn the basics of how GameMaker works and how to move a character around in a world and that sort of thing, how to interact with the game world. So haven't been spending time on cool graphics or effects or anything like that, mainly because I view that as the fun part, and I really just want to learn the basics and get that all in place before I start working on any really detailed stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, so this is really all I have at this point. There's not really a game to it. I'm just setting up this. I basically made a character who can run around. The toughest parts so far for me have been making the character tilt up and down with the landscape that it's running over, along the slope, and not get stuck on corners and stopped by corners. That was pretty tricky. And then the other thing that that took me a little while was to randomly generate these pieces of landscape, and then those purple ones are extra bouncy. Randomly generate these pieces of landscape and make them seamless with each other so that the character can just run across them and it's not just a bunch of jagged walls and obstructions. So every time I start the game or the level up, it's a different randomly generated bunch of these ground block pieces stuck together. So it's obviously not perfect, right? Like, that's pretty weird, but that's where I am. So this is the first, and maybe I'll try and add some more features and check in next week. And I'll put some links below to different interesting resources I've been using. All right, bye.